Bikers Info USA, the first bikers app by bikers, for bikers, and it's free. National and state events, Sturgis and Daytona, Bikers Info USA. Every motorcycle manufacturer dealer listed. Biker products for you and your bike. Bikers Info USA. Find the places to go, places to party, places to stay at every event. Bikers Info USA. Download it now. It's free. Bikers Info USA.
Hey, it's the
John and
Heather Show coming to you live from
our production studio, riding with this fine bunch back here, born to ride, and let them have it, baby.
Oh, I'll tell you why, babies, because it is Tuesday, and that is Taco Tuesday, or affectionately known as Tata Tuesday for you lovelies out there.
You wouldn't know, but she has pasties on.
I sure do. The first time I've ever worn pasties. Hey! Woo!
It's not the first time she's lying.
Yeah, it is. Hey, we've got Owl Lights in the house. How you doing, Owl Lights? My lovely friend. How you doing, sir? So glad to see you. And we've got Cookie Love in the house. How you doing, Cookie Love? So glad to see everybody joining us. We are fresh. We are back from Sarasota,
Under
by the Bay.
What a good time that we had there. Even everything getting ready, and it just took us a while, but we got there and we got everything situated. Everything went pretty well.
Yes, it is. Sarasota Thunder by the Bay is put on for Suncoast Charity for Children.
All the proceeds goes to them too.
It sure does. And of course, us being bikers, what do we love to do?
Give back to the community and give to charity.
And that's what we do. And I think this was probably our 4th year going with Born to Ride. We go with Born to Ride, and we had just a great time. Lucy set us up. She does a fantastic time setting up the event.
She's coordinator. She just does a wonderful job. She keeps calm. She keeps cool.
I don't know how she does it. She spends all year doing this huge festival, and it's fantastic. And guess what, guys? We even got a video of it to show you.
That's true. Nice walkthrough videos, a little bit of the bike show, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. It was a really fun time that we had. Ran into a lot of old friends that we haven't seen in a while, like Mark from Sanctity.
Oh, we love Mark from Sanctity Jeweler. We get a lot of jewelry from him. And you know what? You're going to have to get your knife so we can show everybody during the next break.
Yep. I got myself
I bought him a nice knife.
Cool Sanctity knife, and you got your cool little knife too.
Yes, I got mine. I could show you mine. Mine's right here because I keep it handy.
Mm-hmm.
Woo!
Yeah, I don't know if you guys can see that. Here, show it to him. It's a nice Sanctity out the front. Really good knives. They're guaranteed for life. You can go ahead and pick up one of these at Sanctity's. They're also in Grant, Florida, is where their office is located at. High quality blades, Damascus steel, and these guys will fix anything. If it breaks or whatnot, just bring the knife back to them or give them a call. It's all in the information provided when you buy the knife, and they can go ahead and hook you up with a new one and or fix what you have.
And not to mention, they have some of the most beautiful jewelry.
Oh, yeah.
As you can see, I buy a lot of my jewelry from Sanctity Jewelry, and we just love them. So you guys give some love to Sanctity. We had some other vendors there, of course, and we got to meet one of our new members to the Born to Ride family, and that's attorney Greg Lenahan.
Nice guy. We went to his office that he had out there in Sarasota. We visited with people that worked for him, and they did the Great Money Tree giveaway.
And you'll get to see what the Money Tree and the Great Money Tree giveaway is all about also on this great episode 197 of the John and Heather Show.
Almost 200 episodes of this show. I can't believe it that we've actually been doing this that long. We're on episode 197. We started off literally with an iPhone propped up on the back of the couch on a bar stool. And
on a bet,
and started it that way. And it worked, and we kept on doing it and doing it and doing it.
And you guys love us, and we love you.
Yes, we all love you guys.
Give us some love, baby.
Every time we go anywhere out there, we always run into fans. We always run into people that know us or see our show.
And we love you so much.
Exactly. We thank all of our fans out there, especially that are coming walk up to us and introduce themselves to us. We always find that just wonderful to meet people like that.
We do. It's important, and it really is. Some people don't like to say hello. We love it. So when you see us out and about, say hello to us. Give us some love. We'll stop. We'll snap a picture with you, and we'll say hello, and we'll get to know you. You never know. You might have a really interesting story that we might want to hear,
or a nice, interesting bike that you might want me to shoot and talk to you about, something like that. It's just really interesting to meet people, especially like-minded people that like to build motorcycles. And also, if you like our shirts that we have, if you want to pick her up a little bit of John Heather swag.
Yes, we have our swag for sale.
Contact the shirt. They're $20. We'll ship it to you. And just go ahead and order. We have long sleeve shirts in most sizes. We have female shirts, short sleeve, and razorbacks.
That's right. Yes, we do. And I love my sleeveless shirts. So, of course, we had to get the ones with the sleeveless.
So if you guys do want any John Heather swag, just contact the show. It's $20 for the shirt. We'll be more than happy to send it out to you.
That's right. So we got to give it a whirl. Anyway, back to Thunder by the Bay. We had a great time. Molly Hatchet played.
Yeah, we got to see Molly Hatchet play. We got to see a lot of the other bands that came in before them.
Before the rain started, because of course we heard you guys had some rain here down in the southern Florida area. And of course, where we were in Sarasota, we had nice weather. Friday, Saturday was beautiful.
Until
beautiful.
Saturday night.
Then Saturday night, it started to come in a little bit.
Actually, we're okay with that because according to the weather report, it was supposed to start raining Saturday morning.
But Sunday was a monsoon.
The weather held out until Saturday evening, so unfortunately, Grand Funk Railroad couldn't perform. But I'm sure there's going to be a rain check on that.
That's right, but that's okay. So we've got some great video to show you. I think we'll go ahead and start showing you right now. Let's show you the video.
Thunder by the Bay.
This is Thunder by the Bay 2024 in Sarasota, Florida. Put on for Suncoast Charity for Children. Put on by Lucy Nicandria, the events coordinator. She does one heck of a great job.
So this will give you the sights, sounds, and
smells of the wonderful
what's going on at Bike Fest.
All right, so let's rock and roll. Go ahead, get your soda,
wrestlers.
Get whatever you need to enjoy this. And
that's an 11-minute clip. I think you'll like it.
Let's rock and roll, guys. Let's watch, babies. There's the Forrest, the Glamper camper, and there's John waiting for me, and we're on our way to Thunder by the Bay, Sarasota. Here we come. Hey, baby.
Hey, honey.
Is this where the party is?
Well, it's where it starts.
And we're going to Thunder by the Bay in Sarasota.
State Fairgrounds. Here we come. Another season at Thunder by the Bay. What's this, our 4th, 5th season thereabout?
I think so, baby.
We've been there a lot. Well, we're going to be representing Born to Ride at a John Heather show. Come check out our media. We're going to be putting up lots of pictures. We got Vixen the Harley dog back here chilling out. We got Forrest the Glamper camper in the back. We're ready to go. I'm on the side of the road in the cage, in the truck, ready to give you footage.
All right, baby. Let's rock and roll. Lock and load. Keep it shiny side up and
rubber side down.
Deuces. All right, guys. We made it to Sarasota, Thunder by the Bay. Here is Forrest, the Gamper camper, and we made it to Thunder by the Bay, Sarasota. And here's some other campers. Here's Forrest, the Glamper camper, and there's Vixen, the Harley dog, and the Can-Am dog. There's John Toto. And there's our friend Chopper Dave pulling in right next to us.
Here's one thing you need to do before you buy anything online. Don't spend another dime on Amazon.
What? Yeah, I recognize it. Yes.
I should go live.
Super cool. Registration is going to be right there at Half Cycle. We got old boys back Oh, sorry, man.
That's the kind of move that's going to slow this match down real quick. Steele's going to feel that one in a little bit.
Oh, drop kick to the knee. Straddles taking down Steele. Oh! Flying knee to the side of the cheekbone right there.
Jason Steele finally taking the beating he deserves.
Hooks him right in, drops him down, goes to the pin.
I got to tell you, I feel like the ref was a little slow getting down on that count.
2 and 3/64 going on right there.
I mean, it's hard when you're that big and that old to get there that fast.
He didn't properly stretch before this particular event.
I don't think the referee ever stretches.
Look at the size of him. I wouldn't have to stretch either. Walker Roller goes. Oh, knee to the gut. Number 2.
Steele feeling that shoulder.
Puts him under, going for a pump handle. Oh, up and straight down.
That was a modified belly pump slam. I'm not sure what that was.
Modified belly buster, buddy. Holds him up, straddles Davidson's face.
Steele's hurting.
Oh! Hooks him, slides him to the ground, don't prepare it.
Oh!
Or would you be able to confirm? Lemonade's really, really good. They're great mixes. I mean, if you can rip it off.
I was born. So let's go. You gotta try. You gotta live and have some fun. Bring your stay. But what I really want to know is, are you going my way? I just got to one time. So tell me why. But what I really want to know is,
Hey, it's the
John and
Heather Show coming to you live from
the Glamper Camper Forest.
That's right, guys. We're here in the Glamper Camper at Thunder by the Bay. We made it here, and we are in Sarasota State Fairgrounds, enjoying the end of Thunder by the Bay. We have been here since we rolled in Thursday, and today is now Sunday. And guess what, guys? It's the end of the Bike Fest, and it's raining. So we've ended our Bike Fest. We're here in our camper enjoying Forest, the Glamper Camper. I'm here with my wonderful little Vixen. I got her with me. She was all nice and cozy in her little bed. Here she is. She's been a wonderful traveling dog. She goes with us wherever we go. And we've had a great time. This has been a wonderful bike event. Thunder by the Bay has been doing this for many years. They do it for the Suncoast Charity for Children. They put it on. They raise the money for all of the Suncoast Charity for Children, and it helps all of the children. And of course, us bikers, what do?
Give.
We give. We love helping children. That's what we do. So come on out, put it on your bucket list, put it on your list for next year, and give. Suncoast Charity for Children, Thunder by the Bay. It'll be happening next year, 2024. It'll be here next year. We hope to see you. Come out. Deuces.
Sarasota, how the hell we doing out here at Thunder by the Bay?
Crystal Harley Davidson, where style meets the open road. Experience the thrill of the ride with our exclusive collection.
Hi, I'm Heather with Born. All right, guys. So there you have it. You got to see Thunder by the Bay. What did you think about that? Was that not wild?
That was just a quick glimpse of what was going on at Thunder by the Bay. It was just a cool time. The bands were good. The people were great. The vendors were awesome. We had a great time in the Glamper Camper, and just had a fun time just with everybody there.
Yes, we did. We had a great time. And now we're going to go ahead and show you attorney Greg Linehan, who just joined the Born to Ride family. Thank you so much for joining us, Mr. Greg Linehan. Yay! He joined us, and he also came up and did the Money Tree at the Sarasota Thunder by the Bay.
$300 worth of scratcher tickets on that.
Could possibly be millions of dollars to be given away.
It could be anything. And his name is on here. They'll be saying that here in a little bit when he picks the prize.
Let's find out who wins. Let's watch this.
Hi, I'm Heather with Born to Ride and the John and Heather Show, and I'm here at Thunder by the Bay and Mr. Greg Linehan's office, and we're getting ready to do a tremendous scratch off with the Money Tree. And Mr. Linehan is right here. How you doing this morning?
I'm doing great. Thank you, Heather. Thank you for being here.
Oh, well, thank you for having us. Tell us a little bit about what you're doing and why you're doing it.
Well, we decided to put together a Money Tree raffle for Thunder by the Bay this year, 2024, to get everything kicked off. And we have $300 worth of scratch offs. You can win millions of dollars on our scratch off. And we had several hundred participants that entered our raffle, and we're going to give it away so that we can contact someone to win a bunch of money.
Oh, God, they're going to be so lucky. You never know what you may win. And that is just a really unique idea here. That is really fantastic. All these prizes here, and you never know what one of these things may have here. I love that. Whose idea was this?
It was our office that we had an idea to give away the scratch offs. Who doesn't love a scratch off? And so it was an easy raffle for us, and we had lots and lots of people that wanted to get in on it.
Well, I think that's fantastic. Thank you so much for doing that. And thank you so much for being one of our wonderful, proud sponsors. That is fantastic. It is a pleasure meeting you, and thank you for having us.
Thank you very much. It's been a pleasure, and we're happy to be a part of Thunder by the Bay 2024.
All right. Thank you.
This is Greg Linehan from Greg Linehan Law. We're here to raise our winner and pick our winner for the 2024 Thunder by the Bay $300 scratch off winner, where you could win millions of dollars possibly with our scratch offs. So here we go. And our lucky winner is Sterling Clark. Hopefully here from Sarasota. And good luck, Sterling. We will contact you to pick up your 2024 Thunder by the Bay scratch off Money Tree winning tickets.
Yay, Sterling!
All right, Sterling, congratulations.
You get this awesome Money Tree.
There we go, guys. Yay!
Yay! And Sterling, thank you for participating in our $300 scratch off from Greg Linehan Law.
Well, there you have it. Sterling, you're the winner.
I love that name. Sterling, what a cool name you have. I hope you take that Money Tree and spend it wisely.
Sterling, if you win lots of money, please adopt a new family, Sterling.
Yes, please adopt a brand new family.
You got us right here.
That's true.
Brother and sister ready to go.
Brother and sister.
Well, not a brother and sister. That's pretty safe. Yeah. Husband and wife ready to go. Brother and sister to you. Husband and wife for us. Not only for Congress. I just got that one. Mm-hmm. All right, guys. So there you have it. That was awesome. Attorney Greg Linehan has just joined the Born to Ride family, and he did that awesome Money Tree giveaway at Thunder by the Bay in Sarasota.
Hundreds of people signed up for that too. We had a big basket. You saw the basket with all the prizes in it.
Yeah. So guess what, guys? We've got a wonderful guest coming on for you. We've got the man, the myth, the legend, Ron Galletti, the CEO and owner of Born to Ride, Nazi Savage, also a wrestler, husband,
manager,
wrestler, manager, husband,
And friend.
motorcycle enthusiast, husband, father, friend, you name it. This man wears tons of hats and he wears them all very, very well.
especially Nasty Savage. He's going to be touring soon with his band. That band is iconic. Been around since the 80s. Basically started thrash metal.
It did. Yes, it did. And we've had the extreme pleasure to go and film him while he's been doing Nasty Savage.
Yeah,
and let me
before
tell you, that
show.
is something else.
The show he puts on is amazing, man. I mean, you're ducking up for toe chains. There's mannequins smashing.
TVs flying.
TVs flying. Ron bleeding everywhere. The whole band. Just you got to be there. It's one of those experiences that when you're there, you're like, oh my god, this is real, and it's so cool. And Ron just puts on a great show, and he's a good friend. He used all that energy that he had from Nasty Savage and all that creativity. And then he started going into wrestling. After he did wrestling and conquered
Can you
that,
imagine him wrestling, whipping your ass?
yeah, then became a father.
And a great father, twice.
Yep, and then started Born to Ride, TV and magazine, the longest running publication in the United States.
And not to mention, he has his whole family
Involved.
with Born to Ride.
Yep. So how can you beat
His
that?
son and his daughter
Mhm.
have been involved since they were this big,
Ronnie-
wee little babies.
Ronnie Jr., aka Bruiser, and Emily, his beautiful daughter. He is going ahead. He brought them to all the shows with him.
They started off as babies and now they are young adults.
22 and 21. I mean, you can't believe it when you see them. Especially that picture he has with Chick from Sons of Anarchy when he was or is it Emily or is it Bruiser when they were a little boy? He was holding them up.
Oh,
Like
man.
3 years old. I mean, they've been around for a while. The kids have been everywhere, and it's just incredible to see it. I mean, and Ron just brings his whole flavor with him when he brings to the bike shows and whatever else.
And speaking of bike shows, we've got so many different bike shows going on, but we want to tell you about one big bike show in particular that is very important, or actually two bike shows that we've got coming up that are really, really big and important. We've got the bike show that's going on. Crystal Harley Davidson, Lowman Law Firm, and Born to Ride are putting up one heck of a great Born to Ride bike show.
And that's bike night.
Bike night at
The Monkey Bar. The Monkey Bar is in Homosassa. Come down there. What's the third Thursday?
Second
Thursday. And second Thursday of the month. Come down to the Monkey Bar. Yeah, we will be down there. We'll take your
DJ
pictures.
Trae.
DJ Trae will be there. The
Born
food
to
is
Ride.
great. Born to Ride. You need to get there.
That's right. And we'll talk to you more about it when we bring on the guest because I believe he's ready. Mr. Galletti, if you're ready, give us a thumbs up.
He's almost ready. Oh, there,
There he is. All right. Let's bring him on.
Get that banner up too, baby.
All right.
And bring on Ron.
There we go.
All right. That one.
All right, Mr. Galletti, everyone.
Hello, can you hear me?
I can hear you fine, brother.
All right, good job.
So how you doing? How's everything going?
Doing good, man. It's Tuesday, Taco Tuesday, and I'm here with you guys. So everything's looking good, man. You guys are doing a good job tonight.
Oh, thank you very much. We really appreciate that. And we just came back from Thunder by the Bay, and what an experience that we had. I mean,
That was
everything
great
just
seeing
incredible.
you out there. Yes, it was. Did you have a safe trip home?
Yeah, we had a fun time at Thunder by the Bay. You know, too bad Saturday night at 8:00 the monsoon came down. We didn't get to see Grand Funk Railroad. So other than that, I mean, it just sucks that the weather happened, and you can't control the weather. But what a great event that really is. And we've been doing that for over 25 years with Lucy. We were at the very first one, we were at the very first Thunder by the Bay when they had it at a polo ground years and years ago, probably 28, 27 years ago.
You were at the very first one.
Wow.
Yeah, we were there with Born to Ride TV. That was before we had a magazine, and we've been around a while here doing this, and we were at the first Leesburg Bike Fest. We helped create that when there was only like about 1,000 bikes on Main Street. That was it, because on the weekend, a lot of those shops put signs on their doors saying we're closed because they were afraid the bikers were coming to town, and then 3, 4, or 5 years later, it grew into a new parking garage, a new police station, a new library on Main Street. Hotels and motels went up in Leesburg, and in the last few years, before COVID, there was up to 200,000 motorcycles there and people. So, the biker community is a good community. It gives economic impact, helps in charities all the time, and we're proud to be a part of this.
150%, because people have to realize that bikers give back to charity more than any other people.
Yes, we do. That is definitely.
Well, it's all year long. It's not just at Christmas time with the toy runs. It's constantly first responders, children's charities, animal charities, veterans. Those are 4 big ones right there. And we're proud to be associated with the Florida Sheriff's Youth Ranches, the Sam Swope Charity Ride for so many years with the Shriners. There's just so many charities out there, so many clubs and groups and riding clubs out doing good things. And, we've always just magnified the greatness of others. And that's been what I really have done with Born to Ride over the years.
How do you manage as a magazine, as the owner, to spread yourself so thin and to
Get everything done,
to do all these charities? It's so hard to say no to somebody, and you want to say yes to everyone. And I know everybody and their mother must hit you up.
Well, it's I think I look at it this way sometimes, that if God has given me the power to be a media force and to stay in the game and survive, I produced 1,340 TV episodes of Born to Ride in 28 years. So, and then the magazine, it's like almost 250 issues, I think, now. And, but, something gave me the power to keep it going. And I thought, wow, if someone's given me the power to keep it going, I'm going to spread the power to do good things with it. And in turn, magnify other people's passions and greatness, and, work with charities. And, sometimes it's hard, man. Sometimes we're getting charity to death. Everybody goes, well, I have a 501c3 and I am a charity. Meanwhile, they're driving a Mercedes and living in a high end place. And, it's frustrating sometimes. I've had people from like MDA come to meetings in a big Mercedes and say, what are you going to do for me? And I'm like, I want to work with people who want to roll their sleeves up, have the passion, and want to make a difference, and not just collect a corporate paycheck. So I've always chose to work with the people with the passion, the real people, the commercialized people, whatever, the corporate. I found this out too by helping charities. They have benefactors, and and if I'm going to commit to a charity, I've always said I'm not going to half-ass it. We might as well give them everything we have, because some of these charities sit in these boardrooms on these meetings, and a benefactor will go, this guy for Born to Ride's been doing great stuff. I want to meet him. Next thing you know, we do the event, and a man comes up to me and says, "How can I help you? I appreciate what you did for us." So there's always, when you do good things come back to you. And sometimes we have to say, look, I'll do it for a charity rate. I mean, the charity's making money. They're paying for bands. They're paying for a lot of stuff, and they're getting budgets. Why cut out the best part of your budget? Could be the person who'd help bring, or the media company or magazines or motorcycle media people who can help bring more people to make more money for the charity. So it's a lot of psychological stuff too, and emotional things. And sometimes you just want to help people because that's what we have to do. But you pretty much learn the deal, the art of the deal, how to make it all happen as far as charity goes. And there's nothing like being a part of a great charity. And on our office walls we have tons of plaques and all types of awards through the years that we received, and we have everything on that wall at the office, from the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Department to the Warlocks MC out and on the Space Coast and everything in between, and we're very, very proud of that. Very proud of that.
Yeah, well, it's something to be very
Well,
proud
do you
of.
have a particular accomplishment that you're really truly proud of?
Well, it's just it's like a painter or a surfer looking for the ultimate wave. You can never be really satisfied what you did yesterday, because tomorrow there's another challenge, another adventure. It's another blank canvas to work with, another way to create a new relationship. So I guess the body of work speaks for itself, and that's what you really got to be proud of, that you earned respect, you gave respect. And there's people who come and go. There's people who will just bust your balls no matter how good you do for them, how much you do for them. It's never enough. They're going to complain about everything. You just got to get those type of people out of your life. You want to work with I want to fly with eagles every day, man, because I don't want to deal with turkeys, and it's leaders lead, winners win, losers lose, and followers will follow. And you know what? When the bullshit stops, the green flag drops, and that's pretty much it. Just go shake hands, kiss babies, give value to people. When you leave the room, you would hope that they talk good about you, and they might even be there on your funeral one day saying that dude was a good guy. He did a lot for me. And there's a lot of little stories throughout the years that I'm proud of, the little things in life, the people we've helped and the people who really needed the help, the people we saw grow, the kids that needed a heart transplant, liver transplant, and the bikers. And my kids grew up in the biker community. We never took them to babysitters, so they saw some of the greatest things in life, lessons that they learned. And that's what I'm proud of, is that they learned. That guy just gave the shirt off his back, Mom, to someone who needed it more. And that lady gave the last dollar in her pocket to someone, and now she has none. And we've seen so many people come and go, and they passed away and moved on. And we just have to keep doing good things, to hopefully be blessed to be able to do more good things.
Yeah, that's exactly it. And this is one of the reasons why John and I love having the Born to Ride family in our corner and working with you and learning from you.
Yes.
Because it gives us a very good foundation, and it helps. It's the way to be a good person in life, the way to raise your children in life, and the way to just go about your daily activities and be just a good, giving soul.
And you got great kids, and you took them on the road with you. You took them, probably with Nasty Savage and Wouldn't Surprise Me and everything else. And you got kids, Ron.
Not so much with the band, but I mean, they were definitely going to hotels and motels and across county and cities and states, and staying in cool hotel rooms and getting VIP treatment and, and all the benefits that come with a media company. And they learned, work hard for people, create good relationships, give the value, don't be a bullshitter, and deliver. And you're talking about that you guys are happy to be part of Born to Ride. Well, there were people who doubted you guys. There were people who said, oh no, blah, 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 this and blah, 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 that, and tried to cast a stone at you. But those type of people sometimes live in glass houses, because what we did is I saw the talent and the passion and just the good people that you are and the hard work that you're dedicated to. And I said, this is a diamond right here in the rough. And I'm gonna help them help me at the same time, but also keep pushing you in the right direction to be successful. And that's exactly what's happened. And it's been years now, and those other people have come and gone, and they've gone to not success. They may have gone to failure. They might have been kissing someone's ass, and now that ass isn't there. We just kind of modulated and kept producing and making things happen. And then that's what it's about. It's the body of work. It's when you look in the mirror, what do you have to see there? I see two great people who work their ass off, have a lot of passion, and they're dedicated. And man, that is what it's about. And those are the kind of people that I want to fly with. The Eagle brand, the people who want to be winners, people who are leaders, and they don't take no for an answer, and they don't go along with the crowd. They blaze their own trail, man, and that's what we do.
That's how you get successful, Ron, by blazing your own trail.
And we've learned that from you. Well, I have some pictures that I wanted to show you that I brought up, some pictures from your past. From your past.
Yeah.
But before that, I have Al Lights. And you know Al from your past. He says hello to you.
Watch it on YouTube right now.
And he's saying hello.
Al is a genuine great man, a great dude. And he's always been there for Born to Ride. And he's gone through tough times and hard times and good times. And, we've always been there for him. He's always been there for us. But he's been there for everybody, and he's a great dude, and he's a big fan of you guys, and I know he's a fan of Born to Ride, and that's what it's about, is the common everyday guy. No one's more of a rock star because I love this guy more. I mean, I'm down with the people, and a person like Al. Good to hear from you, brother.
Yes.
All right. Let's show you these pictures that we got for you. All right. And please don't hate me if I bring up anything.
Show that one.
Here's the first one.
Oh, wow.
Ron, you have no idea on the left-hand side how much you look like your son. Your son looks like you in that picture.
Yeah, that was a goofy picture. That was taken in L.A. in the back of our truck that we drove from Florida to L.A. I think it was a U-Haul truck, and we just played at the country club in Los Angeles, California. And it was a brutal show, and we played with DRI and Sick of It All, and Suicidal Tendencies were there, and some guys from Slayer were there, and that had to be about 1989, I think it was, maybe, or 1990, if that. It's right before our Penetration Point album came out. And the one on the right, me with the TV set there, that was at a heavy metal festival in Atlanta, Georgia, and we were just rocking the stage, man. And there I'm in the middle of smashing this giant TV set that they had for me on stage.
That's in your rider to have TVs available on stage for you, right?
That's right, because I can't bring them with me. So, Nasty Savage, we're celebrating 41 years. It's something I created out of high school. I got with a band, and I tried out for this band, and they said, I tried out for them, and then I didn't hear anything back from the guys. I'm like, damn, maybe they didn't like me. And I was with Debbie at the time, driving in her Pinto, and I said, Deb, pull over here. I want to try for this band. And she's like, what? I go, yeah, I'm going to try for this heavy metal band. They were called Nightmare. So I never heard from the guys. And then I was at a keg party about a week later on a Saturday night keg party, and I saw them, and I approached them and I said, hey guys, do you want me to be your singer or not? And they go, yeah, we do. And I go, I'll be over Monday with a game plan. And I went over there Monday, and it was this jam house, and all these guys are in there and girls and smoking and partying or whatever. And I said, okay, everybody out except the band. And they're like, who the hell is this guy? I said, everybody out except the band. So they got out, and I go, sit down, just the guys. I said, this is the deal. I said, I'm Nasty Ronnie, the wildest singer ever. And the name of the band is going to be Nasty Savage. I said, we're going to put our money together, and we're going to do a demo tape called Wage of Mayhem. And within 1 year, we're going to be signed to a record label. We're going to be touring, and we're going to be getting fan mail from all over the world. And this was like 1982. I said, is everybody in? And they said, hell yeah. So it was on, man. And with 1 year, all that shit happened. And there was no cell phones. There was no social media, no website. It was licking stamps, common sense promotion, writing letters, making phone calls, and creating a buzz. There was no rules in promotion and marketing. I learned that at a very early age. And that's how we got signed. We did a Texas tour, you know, a demo tape tour in Texas, and we played in San Antonio, Austin, and Houston, and we just blew everybody away because we were doing interviews on the college radio stations. And you know, I had list of underground radio stations, and every college had a metal show back then. So I would just take the demo tape, and there was a little bit of tape at the end, and I'd put it on my rock box, and I'd cut promos for every single radio station before I sent the demo with pictures and all kinds of other stuff. And I'd go, "This is Nasty Roddy from Nasty Savage here on KPFT Houston, Texas. And here's a song off our new demo tape, Wage of Mayhem, here on KPFT Houston, Texas. This is Unchained Angel." So now I'm a DJ. I'm a DJ sitting in this little room doing my thing, and I get some mail that day, and one of it is a demo tape from Nasty Savage. And I put, "Hey, check out the promo at the." So he listens to it, and don't you think they're going to play it? They got to play the song now to get the demo. And man, I was on all these. We were on all these radio stations playlists, and that's how we end up getting signed. You know,
that is so cool. And just the fact that you did it old school ways.
Yeah, because hey, we were around in the 80s. We know what it's like.
But you know, we also created a buzz in our hometown, because as a record company looks at you, if you're successful in your own hometown and create a buzz and a big following, then they could do that on a grander scale. And we were from Florida, Brandon, Florida, man. And not long after that, it put Brandon, Florida on the map of heavy metal in history. And it was became the heavy metal capital of the world, as we inspired bands like Obituary, Deicide, Morbid Angel, 6 Feet Under, Atheist, Cannibal Corpse, you know, bands that went on big time and, you know, have done major stuff way bigger than we ever have been. But we were there at the beginning, blazing that trail, and inspired a lot of bands. And I'm proud of that too, because 41 years later, we're in the studio right now, and we're going to be recording in March a new album of Nasty Savage. We just got booked to go to Colombia, Medellin, and Bogota in July. At the end of March, we're playing 2 Minutes to Tulsa, Oklahoma Metal Fest. And then we're already booked for the 41-year anniversary in Germany at Keep It True, a big metal fest in Germany. So, you know, we're excited. It keeps that energy flowing, the creative juices flowing when you can write songs. And it's like being a poet, you know, but you got to write songs to please yourself. That's the way I've always done it. I take the music, and then I bring in these titles, and I create my lyrics. And it's kind of a twisted form of abstract reality. And that's kind of what I've always done is just been a creator, a producer, director, you know, a performer. And it's just always been in my blood. You know, sometimes you can't be taught that, you know, it's like running, be a fast runner. You can't learn how to run. You're born with that, you know? And so that's been my gift that I was given. So I'm using it to my full potential, because I look at it this way, and I'm a mellow guy, and I do Born to Ride and all my other stuff. But when I do Nasty Savage, I turn on this button or switch. And when I go on stage, you know, I become this, it's not a fake thing. It's very real. You know, like in the old days, you had Johnny Cash and Elvis, and then you had Little Richard and Jerry Lee Lewis. Sometimes in the South, they shared the same stage. They did these little tours before they were really big. And Little Richard would get off the stage and go to Jerry Lee and say, "Oh, top that." And then Jerry Lee would get on his piano, and then he'd burn it down. He'd burn his piano down because he took the stage. So that's my philosophy is I'm gonna do what I have to do while I have the stage, and I'm gonna burn images in people's brains. And my deal has always been burn images in people's brains with Nasty Savage. And I do a lot of crazy things on stage. I smash TVs. Sometimes I get bloody, you know. So it's performance at the art of performance, man. And it's mayhem. It's mayhemic destruction. It's Nasty Savage, and it's something I'll never lose, man. I have it, and I could turn that switch on anytime I want. It's crazy. We've done 6 albums. We toured Europe, South America. We just played in Rio de Janeiro years back. Santiago, Chile festivals, Lima, Peru. In 1988, we toured Europe, 30 shows in Europe. Played behind the Iron Curtain in Poland. Yeah, so we did all that, and then we came to America with DRI and Sick of It All and did 60 shows in 65 days across America. And we always made it home safe, because you can't be in a band to go out and be a party joker clown that just wants to party, get chicks, and do drugs. You got to take care of business, but you got to make it home safe, man. And, we've always been blessed with that because we've had the right people who took care of business. And no matter what you do in life, you got to always make it home.
That's true.
That's true. Here's a picture of you. Look at this one.
Hell yeah, man. That's Nasty Ronnie. That was taken by a guy named David Smith, who passed away. He was a great photographer. He actually came to Texas with us. He was so into it. He used to work at the Brandon News, and he done packed up and said, "I'm coming with you guys. I love this shit." And this was on the back cover of our first album, Nasty Savage, released in 83, or I think it was 83, 1983. And, that's pretty intense right there. That's an intense dude. When I look at that person, it seemed like just yesterday. All my troubles seem so far away.
Whoa, you're like 20 in that picture. Wow.
Yeah, man. And then here, and then in the 90s, I was such a big wrestling fan that I took wrestling into heavy metal, and I always tried to meet the wrestlers. Kevin Sullivan, the Prince of Darkness, Florida Championship Wrestling was a big inspiration, man. I mean, I wouldn't go out on a Saturday night with my friends to come pick me up until about 8 o'clock when wrestling was over, because I'd watch it with my mom every Saturday night. So I loved wrestling. I got into heavy metal. I tried to meet the wrestlers. I finally met Kevin Sullivan, and he'd go, "Oh yeah, come to the next one. And he kept blowing me off, saying, "Come to the next one. Come to Sarasota. Come to Tampa. Come to Orlando." And I'd follow him because I was persistent. You got to be persistent when you want something. So then I said, "Look, man, we're playing this Saturday night at Ruby's Pub in Tampa on Nebraska Avenue. Why don't you come check out what I really do?" So I'm on stage and the mayhem's going down, and all of a sudden, the corner of my eye, small club, I see Kevin come in, Sir Oliver Humperdinck, Purple Haze, and Mayhaw sing, and they go to the back. And I'm like, oh my gosh. So long story short, the next day he calls me, he goes, "Nasty." He goes, "We love you, brother." He goes, "Come meet with us. I want to meet with you." So he goes, come to my apartment here in South Tampa. We're grilling steaks. We want to have you over for lunch. So I go over there, and I'm like, wow, man, I can't believe I'm with Kevin Sullivan, the Prince of Darkness. So he was like totally sold on what I could do. And he goes, "Hey, I want to ask you something. We're doing a big triple chance cage match with Blackjack Mulligan at the Dan Cannon Arena in auditorium in Daytona, Florida. It's the first event in this new building, and I wanted to ask you, do you think you could come and you can be part of my entourage? You come out to the ring with Habuda Dean and the Snakes, and you're part of it. We'll come into the ring and bring us out to the ring. But can you bring those flash bombs that you had on stage, and I could use them when I go out to the ring?" And I said, "Oh, hell yeah." So I was able to get the flash bombs, and Debbie and I went. We did the show and had a big party at Kevin's. It was his birthday in Daytona Shores, a big condo he had there. And I think that was the first time ever that flash bombs were brought into professional wrestling. And I think I did it for the first time with them. And now look what they're doing with pyrotechnics and flames. And, but yeah, that got me in the door. So as soon as I did that, I said, "Man, you need to come to this guy Vandekar's house who paints our records. He's Quell Hollow, and he's like a warlock, a painter, sculpture, man. He's crazy." So I took him there, and they brought the film crew, and we did the opening of professional Florida Championship Wrestling from Vandekar's, and he said it was the Prince of the House of Darkness, and I was with him with Woman and Humperdinck on the beginning of the show. He said, and here I'm with Nasty Ronnie from Nasty Savage. These are the kind of people that we hang around with. And it got me over in the wrestling business. So as soon as that happened, not too long after that, I was starting to promote my own shows. And I hung out with Boris Malenko in his wrestling school. And I just learned the ropes really fast. And I became a promoter and a producer. And the next thing you know, a guy from Universal Studios, Eddie Mansfield, approached me and said, hey, man, I'd like you to work for me. So my job was to bring talent to Orlando, to create characters. And, man, I ended up co-producing 200 episodes of the IWF Wrestling, bringing my character in there as Nasty Ronnie. And you could Google Nasty Ronnie Wrestling, it'll come up, the highlight reels. I was the fashion plate of the IWF, man. You know, my character was a bad guy manager. I had the Nasty Organization, the Mongolian Stomper, Greg Valentine, Demolition. I had the Possessor, the Nuclear Assassins, you know, and I just went with it, man. I became creative, but I became my boss's right-hand man by giving him more than he bargained for. And I became big time over on TV. I was doing all this stuff on TV, and it was the time of my life. We were filming at Universal Studios, Soundstage 23, and I was in the production game, man. And I learned a lot. I learned a lot about TV, and soon after that was when I started Born to Ride, 1996.
Wow.
It's amazing what you've been through, how much you have
Done. It's
touched
incredible.
just about every type of job.
A genre. Every type of genre you could think of, you're about to touch them.
Well, you know, I did a lot of construction too, man, and I worked at a company called AFAB in the 80s, and what we did with that, we made lead line drywall, and I became the shop foreman there because again, giving value to your company, and we made drywall. Think about it, the 80s, every city in the state was booming, hospitals, medical centers, all over. I mean, Miami we were putting in 200 boards of lead board in Miami. We'd make it and take it. We'd go on road trips all across Florida, Jacksonville, Daytona, Orlando. Think about it. Every city was booming with hospitals all up. And then all the ones in Dade City and Wesley Chapel and all those hospitals we watched go up, all on 54, 52, up 19. I mean, it was unbelievable. We did lead line drywall, lead line glass. So I got a good background, and I was very inspired by my boss. My boss's father was Bob Harburg, and he was just a visionary, man. He was a visionary, and he was a big inspiration on what I do, because I saw what it took, what he did to be successful by working hard and being smart. And I always wanted to do good for him and work hard for them because they were good to me. And when I got in the band, they let me go on tour and have time off. And, it was just really cool. And I learned a lot from Mr. Bob Harburg.
Wow.
I grew up with his sons too.
You've had such an exciting life. It never stops. And you keep doing so much. And now with Born to Ride, what we're learning from you and promoting and everything. And speaking of promoting, we've got some bike nights coming up. We've got Nature Coast is putting on their big event, and it's coming up. It's right here. We've got that coming up. That's going to be in Inverness. The Nature Coast is having their big bike fest coming up.
And also we got the Monkey Bar coming up.
Wait, but first we're talking about the Nature Coast.
Yeah, the Nature Coast Bike Fest, man. It's exciting, because Born to Ride has gone through some changes. We go ups and downs, and, in times when some magazines are going digital and trying new ways because it's so hard to be a publisher and print, and the costs and distribution and overhead and office space, everything's hard now. And for so long, I got to thank attorney Fran Haas. She's always been there for Born to Ride, and we've always been there for her. I kind of told Fran when I first got with her about, 15, 20 years ago, I said, Fran, if you get with me, I'll make you a rock star attorney. And, they pretty much done that on their own. But I would like to say that I helped in that education process of getting them exclusives and working with clubs and bands and stages and, and really foundation of what they've done. So they were always exclusive to us. And with the economy and everything that's going on, sometimes people just don't realize that there's other ways of getting business, and maybe we didn't bring them enough business, or I don't know what happened, but the economy in general, they opted out of their exclusivity with Born to Ride. So I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't want to say it's my meal ticket, but she kept us on the streets, people. I mean, it was really, really hard because a lot of these dealerships don't support us. They don't get it. They're bean counters. They're not real biker people, and they don't care. But they'll call and say, "Hey, Ron, we're out of magazines. People are coming in this dealership asking for them. Can you bring us some more?" And I'm like, "Man, can you just afford to give us a little bit, to help us?" "Oh, no, we don't have a budget for that, but please get us some more magazines." I'm like, okay, whatever. So anyway, Fran Hosh opted out as an exclusive, and I was down, man. I was like, man, I could retire now, I might as well retire and cash in, or maybe go digital, or maybe I'll try going digital for a while and see how long that lasts, because I have the magazine in the Southeast and in Florida. So what I did, I put both magazines into one, so you'll see some stuff going on from the Southeast and as well as in Florida. So, but I was down and out. I was really you guys might have caught some of that vibe I was giving out, and it's hard, man. I'm telling you, to be a survivor, 28 years and dealing with the ups and the downs, the drama, the politics. There's a lot of stuff, staying independent from all the different clubs, to have respect alone from the clubs, and never really cause any problems, but always be there to help when they needed it. Very important to me, very, very important. 1% clubs, they don't come asking for help. But if they ever do, we've always been there for them, because, they're like the ultimate cowboys, man, out on the range. They're the real bikers of the world. And they're hardworking guys and great people. They have families just like everybody else. So I've always been proud of that. Craven Moorhead, who worked for me for over 20 years, I knew him before he was an outlaw, when he probated for the Outlaws, when he was president of the Outlaws, and when he retired. He worked for Born to Ride the whole time, and we still run his columns. So out of respect, you have to learn to give it to get it. So anyway, I'm at the point now where I'm down on the dumps. I'm about to go digital, about to cash in, about to just like retire, because I can. I'm 62 now. Still smashing TVs though at Nasty Savage. So I said, you know what? I'm not going to quit. I'm going to make a few phone calls, man. And I was able to start getting new energy and rejuvenate. And I made a call to Mr. Lowman, and I made a call to Greg Lanahan, and I'm working on some other ones. But now working with Lowman Law in Citrus, Hernando, and Pasco, boom, opened up a lot of opportunities and new energy, because maybe with Fran, they didn't want to do a lot up there. They want to just stay in Tampa Bay or whatever, Clearwater, OCC, and they're setting all their stuff. But I felt that maybe I was chained down. I was held back. So now I have a green light to be creative and network. And here you go with the Citrus County Bike Fest, working with the Rat's Hole, Strip Club Choppers, and Lowman Law, a great man, and get to meet this guy. He's the real deal, man. And if you're anywhere up 19 around, you see his billboards everywhere, and they take care of business, and they're committed. And I feel so thankful that I'm able to do this now. And now we have the Monkey Bar, we have the Bike Fest coming up, we have other plans to do a Father's Day ride. And it's exciting. It's exciting. And just last weekend, we were with Greg Lanahan Law in Sarasota, and got to give away. And you guys did a great promo on the scratch off giveaway. You guys got to go to his office on Monday morning and actually cut a promo and get the exclusive live story. You guys made that happen, man. That is awesome. You guys kicked ass with that.
Yeah, he's such a nice guy too. Yeah, really nice office.
Yeah, nice guy, nice staff.
Yes, if anybody needs an attorney for any accident or anything, that would
In
be
the
the man.
Sarasota
And
area.
He's so nice and he's so people friendly. That would definitely be an attorney I would go to.
It's just cool that people have choices now. And, if you're in Sarasota, now we have someone in Sarasota, and, Citrus County, Pasco, Brooksville, Tampa Bay, and we're working on other ones now too. It's unfortunate, but it's fortunate because sometimes the attorneys don't like sharing that space. But I think bikers all have a choice, a freedom of choice. And the ones that understand that will understand it. And, it's just an exciting time for me. So I'm rejuvenated. I'm looking at doing more events. And right when I was on the brink of the valley, I came up on the mountaintop again, so it's exciting. And now that's your market too up there. We'll get to do more stuff with you. And what is it? The second Thursday of every month, we're at the Monkey Bar over there, and Cracker. What is it? Cowboy Cracker. What is it?
Cracker Bar, Florida Cracker Bar, Monkey Cracker Bar in Homicide.
Yeah, what a cool place that is. And, with Crystal Harley Davidson, and, it's just a good time, man. It's good to get out there and see bikers. And I invite everybody to come out and check this out and be a part of it, because, when you come out to the bike night of Born to Ride, we're going to take your pictures. John and Heather will get some pictures. Vic Velocity will get some pictures, and we're going to put the people into our media and show the force of the biking community. And we're gonna give them that respect for showing up and being there, and just show how great bikers are, man, because there's nothing like it. It's just the greatest people you're ever going to meet.
We're one big family. And then as far as your situation, it just seems like it goes back to the old saying that you've taught us: when one door shuts, another one opens.
That's true. And, sometimes relationships and people get in these ups and downs, and, a little bit of drama here, but we got to overcome that stuff, people. We got to come together. We got to utilize everybody's passions and figure it out. I mean, if you're narrow-minded and can't get it, you might not be happy when you look in the mirror, so have an open mind. There's people out there working real hard. Sometimes things happen. Get by it, man, because life's too short. Life's too short to have that drama, man. We need to come together, and we need to do what's right for everybody. And if you can't do that, just do your own thing. You can fly your own flight, and it's all good that way too. You know it?
Exactly, because you only get one life. It's short. Live it, love it, and have a great one. Because you can't take it with you.
That's right. Hey, Ron, do you have any final words for the show before we close it up tonight?
No, it's just like I'm really excited about the Monkey Bar Thursday night bike nights, a challenge to help create business, to help educate people to Lowman Law, and Crystal Harley, and just coming out there. And I live in Brandon. It's a pretty good ride, but I'm willing to come, to be there. And to hang out with you guys is always a fun time. And Vic loves to go out and do stuff. But I'm looking to do more stuff in Central Florida, and I'm working on a couple of attorneys there. And if we land the one I'm thinking at, it's going to be really good. And it's just every day's another adventure. I have booths in antique malls. I do that too. I'm excited about the fun that is. Always out there picking and hunting. And going to flea markets and treasure hunting, man, it's fun.
But
touch
on that.
Yeah, it's true.
We do a lot of that stuff. There's an ad in the magazine for Lakeland Antique Mall, but overall, man, I'm just happy to be doing what we're doing, and still doing it after going on 29 years. And there's a lot of people that have come and gone. Like I said, I've seen gold shovels go into the dirt and build $1 million plate, and they're out of business. So you don't have to be the biggest. You just have to be productive. You have to have value and give, some good, some good value to others. Wow, that was a weird looking picture. God dang.
Pictures. There's you and Dad from.
That was for our 900th show.
Wow.
That was in the studio at Great 38 when they actually had us come into the studio and they cut some promos for us. Which was a very rare occasion. But
And you're
man, we've seen so many things, so many people, so many celebrities, and so many bikers and events, and that's why we brought back Born to Ride TV. It's on every night, every weeknight at 8 o'clock at on our YouTube channel, and we're showing the best of Born to Ride. We're in the process of doing new stuff. We're creating a new YouTube channel. Our social media is off the chain. We're just really we're into a new growth mode, and I'm excited about that. And I also took time to work with Krista Grotti and got to produce a movie, Nation's Fire, in 2016. Went to LA for 25 days Encino and stayed in like a $5 million house while we went out to the ranches in LA. We filmed in Burbank in the studios, and I was the creative producer of the movie. I'm really proud of that. It's just, and I learned, but I also gave value, and I think I had Krista's back in behind the scenes footage, and making sure that things happen the way they should as far as the creative I had to work with. It was really fun to do that too. So all this has taken me from the beginning of doing Nasty Savage, to the wrestling, to Born to Ride, and everything I've done is really been really common sense stuff, and that's what it is, people. I know people with big degrees and graduated from college, but they have no common sense. They can't keep a job. They come into work late and go home early, and how long is that going to last? They go in the bathroom and stay 15 minutes 5 times, and they go out for smoke breaks. Come on, man. You that doesn't work. You have to give value. You have to have your boss's back. If anything, give value. Be a part of a team and a team player, and good things will happen. Because when the green flag drops, the bullshit stops.
That was great, Ron.
That's so true. And that is one of the reasons why we enjoy working with you.
That is true.
Well, we've had a lot of fun times, man. We've traveled and, out of state and different places, but you guys have always delivered. It's not like you're the weak link. It's not like, you guys are in the forefront. You're at the perimeter. You're like a recon mission, man. You guys go out and make shit happen. You're reconnaissance, man. And you get it. But what I like about it is you're always willing to learn and just learn and take direction, because I'm always looking for direction too. We all could use it. But man, you know what? Blaze your trail and don't ever stop doing what you're doing, because you guys are growing and you're making new relationships, and it's all the time, and it's don't worry about yesterday, worry about tomorrow, and that's all we have. And another thing I really like about you guys is you're like the ultimate couple that are really in love, and you guys show it. I mean, a lot of people probably look to you guys and are kind of jealous because their life isn't as happy as you make it look. And I know behind the scenes it's not always roses, but you know what? You're always out there with a positive energy, a positive couple, and you're really together. And man, that is worth $1 million, guys. And I'm so proud that you guys are a part of Born to Ride, and you're out there always happy, always helping, always out there for others, and man, that's a great quality. It really is.
Thank you.
And that's why you stood the test of time as well.
That's true. That's true. We're still here.
And we plan on being here for quite a long damn time. You can't get rid of us.
You just got to keep having fun, man, and have that blank canvas, and we're going to paint another one and another one and another one. It's that's what it's about. And these other people, they won't paint a whole one. They'll wait a year or two and can't even paint one canvas. We just keep knocking them down and throwing them aside, knocking them down, and keep moving on. That's what it's about, man. Bike Week's coming up. You're going to be booked all over Bike Week doing stuff. To me, I've been there so many times. I'm like burnt out with Bike Week. It's just, I'll probably go. We'll have magazines everywhere, but it is what it is. They charge so much for hotels, campgrounds now. Vendors have a hard time setting. I mean, it's a bunch of bullshit, but you got to do it if you're in the industry and covering, and you're a biker. You want to go have fun. So going to be a lot of people going for the first time ever to Bike Week. Think about it. I was talking to somebody today. They're going to Sturgis this year for the first time, and they're excited. They're planning their trips and things. So, you know, it's just bikers are so awesome. My son sells motorcycles at Tampa Bay Harley Davidson, Brandon, and you know, he's just learning all kinds. He's riding my Harley every day now to work. He had a Ducati, and all of a sudden now he wants to ride my Harley every day. So he's putting miles on it. You know, he's going, "Well, you're not riding it. I'm going to ride it."
Let him put miles on it, man. Let him.
Yeah, man. So that's what it's about, is, you know, just enjoying life and doing what you want to do and having a dream, having a vision. Don't follow, lead, win, and winners, you know, winners win.
And soar with the Eagles.
Yep.
And on that note, we'd like to say thank you so much for being our guest this evening. We've enjoyed having you very much.
Yes, Ron. Anytime you want to come on, brother, just give us a holler.
All right, man. We'll have to do it again. I had a great time, and it's always great to share some insight. I hope you people out there got a little bit of insight tonight. And you could always check out borntoride.com or Born to Ride TV magazine on Facebook. If you didn't like us, share it. You know, just check the links out that Heather and John put out all the time, because they're always tagging us. And we had a great time, regardless of the rain and everything. It was fun to hang out with you guys at Thunder by the Bay, and can't wait till the next one.
Thank you. And yes, we'll be Born to Ride, and the John and Heather Show will be covering Daytona. We'll be bringing you lots of media specials from Daytona, so stick with us. And on that note, we'd like to say, keep it shiny side up and rubber side down.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Thank you, Ron. Have a nice night. Deuces.